Hello there, welcome back to another collective reading. Today we're going to be doing a reading asking for some guidance, some clarity, some wisdom, some words of activation from the guides of the collective, those who are watching. So if you're ready, let's get right into it. At this time, just taking a breath to come into the space and asking for permission from the keepers, the energies of the territory where I am, where any of you may be, asking for permission to channel some beautiful messages today, and asking for all of the information received to be for the greatest and highest good of everyone involved. May all of the messages, words, clarity, confirmation be for the betterment of ourselves, so that we can step into our purpose, so that we can step into our hearts and keep going, do what we need to do to keep going. I already shuffled my cards a little bit. I'm just splitting them to start choosing. I have a mixture of Oracle and Tarot. I think I want to start with Oracle. So let's see, once again, calling upon the guides, angels, and ancestors of the collective, those who will be watching this video, but truly just kind of collective energy in general. I will be uploading this on Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday, so let's see what energies we need to be aware of, what are we being asked to be mindful of. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. I love this. I love this woman is using this like fabric of roses and sparkles and glitter as her clothing, like as her comfort blanket, her comforting thing. When I think about making our life a moving prayer, it's like making sure that our actions are in alignment with our values, with our beliefs, with our words. It's like treat others the way that you would want to be treated. If you want someone to be honest and sincere with you, then you have to start being honest and sincere with others as well. If we want people to be compassionate, understanding, forgiving to us, we have to be compassionate, understanding, forgiving to them. So how can we open up our hearts a little bit more? How can we call in more color? You know, it's like, yeah, sometimes we are a little bit black and white, and we feel like there's only a right and a wrong, and you know, it's like, no, well, maybe there's a little bit of wiggle room, maybe there's some gray area. So again, like, I feel like the message is bringing in a little bit more compassion, understanding, forgiveness, and really taking every single day as the perfect day to do what we have said we're going to do, to take the action towards the change that we want. Like, today is the day. And, you know, if it doesn't work out, or if we don't get the time, or if for some reason it didn't happen, that's because it wasn't the day today. Another card that came out is empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. Empathy. Yeah, there's a big message around our hearts, like continuing to open our hearts, to surrender to the sweetness, to not lose sight of what's important, to, you know, like not turn bitter and resentful and protective. Like, let's keep our hearts open and be soft and, you know, share the love, accept the love, receive the love. Just being totally gentle right now with ourselves and with others around us. Like, right now, it's a very sensitive time. As I'm recording this, it is June 10th. And so, you know, I do feel like for the next week at least, we should just be a little mindful, be more gentle with ourselves. And, you know, if we're feeling sensitive, that's okay. Just sit with it. But again, keeping the mind and the heart open. Okay, so I am going to do a little bit of a longer collective reading today. I think I want to do a Celtic cross for the collective. So once again, asking for Divine Mother, Divine Father, Great Spirits, all of the loving energies that are supporting us on our heart healing journey, on our journey to our greatest and highest good, to these activations, soul alignments, to us stepping into our essence and remembering who we are, what we came here to do. What is the message for the collective? What is going to be the theme? What do we need to be aware of for this next week? Okay. Okay, so beautiful. All right, so, you know, the energy that we're going to be kind of like being faced with, we're going to be moving through, is an energy of feeling a little confusion, feeling like our emotions are not really clear. And I feel like it goes back to the empathy and to the heart. Like there's going to be a lot of moving parts, a lot of different sides to things, a lot of different stories we're going to hear, like just a mixture and a melting of ideas and conversations and feelings, because we have the Seven of Cups here. And you know, it's like that person is like, should I choose this one? Should I choose this one? And, you know, there's some clouds, there's some fog. Like, it's not, well, the potential could be here. So it's kind of like, okay, we're going to be in our heads a little bit. And so the message is coming back down to the heart. And we might feel a little challenge coming into the heart, because we want to move forward in a way that is the best outcome. We want progress. We want safety, security. We want to do good in our relationships. We want to be happy. We want to feel fulfilled. And, you know, out of fear, we might make the wrong choices, because we might do or say something because we think we need to do it, or we think we need to say it, but it's not what the heart is saying. And so the blockage, the obstacle is the Nine of Cups. So again, like the emotional fulfillment wants to be there, but we're blocking this because, again, we're like, should I make this choice? Should I make that choice? I don't know. So again, it's like, let's make our decisions. A reminder, as always, all the time, making our decisions from the heart, from our truth. And you know, this is going to help us in our relationships in all areas, because we have the Lovers here, and it's not just romantic relationships, you know, also any kind of friendships, any and all bonds, vehicles, friendships that we have with people. It's going to be the theme of the next week. From June 11th to the 18th, around there. You know, in order for us to really take the lessons that these relationships are serving, that these people are serving, and not being afraid to let go of relationships, not being afraid to let go of expectations. We have the Death card in the subconscious influence. So we are wanting change. We want to do things different. We do want to let go of what no longer serves. Like we want to grow. And so it's going to be a good time, again, to speak our truth so that the illusions can be dissolved, so that we can accept and move forward in a more authentic way, in our true soul fulfilling way. And we've been doing a great job don't feel like there hasn't been any progress, or that it's not a good time to feel safe or secure. Like, no, we've been working on this sense of safety, security, abundance. We have the Nine of Pentacles as a past influence, or where we're coming from. So we've been working hard. We've been enjoying the heck out of our friendships, our relationships. Like, we are indulging in them. So again, like, as we make our decisions, as we sit with our emotions, let's do it in that space of gratitude, abundance, of appreciation, just full safety, security, so that we can kind of relax a little bit. We have the Four of Swords here as the future influence, or kind of like where we're headed. And the Four of Swords, just like this person is resting in their nest, you know, with their little hearts, and the heart is stitched up. It's like it's healing. You know, this person is taking a nice little nap and just resting. So we are going to need a little bit of a break, maybe a little bit of a time with ourselves to process all of the lessons that we've been learning, whether it's been the past couple days, or, you know, coming up in these recent times, maybe within the past week or two. Like, we have been really being shown in our relationships, in our friendships with people, our wounds, our fears, our triggers. And so I feel like this reading is telling us that we are going into a time where we're going to be able to integrate what we've learned through those triggers, again, to release them, to start fresh, so that we can then rest and then move forward in a different way. We have the Page of Swords as kind of like the energy, the collective energy that we're bringing, or how we are feeling about it. And we're totally open to learning. Like, we are all being as, as studious as possible. Like, you know, this person is reading this book and using the knowledge, the insights, the ideas to lift them up, to give them the lightness that they need to get to the other side. So we are accepting the lessons. We are ready. We're ready to learn. We're ready to handle whatever comes our way in a more empowered way. And there is so much opportunity. The ground is ripe for these manifestations that we want. We have the Ace of Pentacles as the external influence. So there are going to be divine little sprinkles of opportunities that are going to help us work towards our goals, our dreams, our work, our projects. Going back to the Lovers, you know, it's like we are going to have the opportunity to have that physical connection and meeting up with the perfect opportunities to help us grow in our physical life. And at the same time, we also have the Ace of Wands here as our hopes or fears. So we're hoping that this time is going to bring these activations, these opportunities to grow. But we're also kind of scared. Like, again, going back to the Four of Swords, we probably are a little tired. We're probably a little tired of the lessons, and I just finished this thing, and now I just want to rest. And so it's like, I don't know if I can handle another moment of illumination. I don't know if I can handle another but I think it's beautiful to see it with the Ace of Pentacles, because when we are presented with an opportunity that we've been waiting for, we might feel a little scared. We might feel like, I don't know if I could do this. Is this the right time? Am I capable enough? Am I this enough? But, just allowing the inspiration to guide us, allowing for the ideas to come to us instead of us creating the ideas, and we are being reminded that we have all of the knowledge, all of the intellectualness, we have all the smartness, and we have everything we need to go after what we want. We have the Queen of Swords as the outcome. So, we are going to be in this energy of strengthening our assertiveness, our ability to vision, to have the clarity that we need to communicate our ideas, to not let the mind go off in a spiral way, but more of an empowered way where we are balanced in our emotions, we are balanced in our minds. I definitely feel that the sense of balance, like wanting to be a reminder of, yes, we can feel emotions, we can feel these heavy things, and at the same time we don't have to feel weak or unstable. There is still order to everything. So I would like to pull a couple more oracle cards to get some guidance. So let's get some advice on how we are being guided to embody ourselves, our higher selves, during this next week. So once again, asking for some embodiment messages, how we can continue to work on our ability to be empathetic, to keep our hearts open, to feel that balance within ourselves, within our relationships, within these opportunities that are coming. Okay. So we have these two cards that are reminders that everything is not what meets the eye. There's a reminder to continue looking out for the synchronicities, continue listening to your dreams, continue listening to your intuition, to the little downloads that you get, the little that little voice in your head that's not from anxiety, but it's kind of like the, I have a feeling this isn't for me, like that little gut instinct, that little instinct we have. Continue listening to them, because we have these higher energies wanting to guide us, wanting for us to trust in the process, in the cleansing process that's happening around us, not only within our lives, but within the collective. Trust that everything that seems that is not going well or being destroyed, or like this chaos, just, don't feed into it. Stay in your heart, stay in your light, stay in your knowing, your trusting that things are being cleansed. This card says Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So this card is very much a card of, don't get caught up in the drama, don't get caught up in the propaganda, don't get caught up in the limiting beliefs. Remember your divineness, remember your tools to alchemize. It's like, do the rituals, do the journaling, do the meditation. You're not crazy. It's like, remember who you are. Remember who we are. Remember. And the other card says Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. What was I saying earlier about harmony and balance and finding the I love when that happens. Yes, Messenger. So again, we are getting the higher guidance. Things are being worked on. So yes. Okay, I do want to pull a couple last cards for some last few messages. What else would our guides, angels, ancestors tell us if we could hear them face to face? If they were here in the 3D with us, what would they tell us? in order to help empower us, to remind us of who we are, to, guide us. What messages of guidance, clarity, or wisdom can the collective guides, angels, and sisters share with us at this time? Okay, we'll do 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Ooh, yes. Yes. And yes. Okay, so we have 3 messages. Fall in love with your own story. Cut the cords of doubt. Befriend the word polarize. Okay? Fall in love with your own story, our own journey, our own process. Embrace who you are. Embrace what you're going through. Embrace where you're at. If you have training wheels on right now, embrace it. And, if someone makes a comment about how, oh, you're still doing that? Or how do sometimes it's ourselves, actually. Sometimes we are judging ourselves for not being smarter, not being more advanced. But befriend, and again, the other message was befriend the word polarize, but befriend yourself, accept yourself, love yourself. It's okay to be where you are right now, because that's exactly where you need to be. So fall in love with your own story, self-confidence, do the things that you feel that you can excel at, that you feel like this is what I want to do right now. I don't want to think about the future. I just want to focus on the present. Cut the cords of doubt. Going back to self-confidence and accepting ourselves. Remembering that everything happens for a reason. Even if we're trying so hard to make it happen, if it's still not happening despite the effort that we're making, it's probably because it doesn't need to happen. And I feel like this is a reminder of one of the limiting beliefs that we've grown up with, is that if something doesn't work out, it's because you didn't try hard enough. It's because you didn't do the work. You didn't this. You weren't strong enough. And it's like, no. Not everything blooms, even in nature. Sometimes there's fruit that doesn't, that grows weird. Sometimes there's plants that just don't flourish. And it's not that the earth didn't do a good job, or it's not that the sun didn't do a good job. It's just, it wasn't the right environment. It wasn't needed. The essence of that flower, of that fruit, it just didn't work out. And it's not personal. So as we are receiving the opportunities, going back to the message of the opportunities that might come up, of the inspirations, the ideas, the illuminations, the growth that's coming, taking it on and knowing that, okay, this is what I've been waiting for, or this is what I need to handle right now. This is where my focus needs to be, and that's okay. Maybe we thought we were going to be a lot more advanced than we thought we were at this point. Maybe we had these expectations in the beginning of the year. We're in June, we're halfway through the year. I'm sure we had these expectations in January of, okay, during the summer, I'm going to move out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And now that we're here, we're kind of like, oh crap, I thought I would have moved out already, or I thought I would have did this. So just a reminder that if you haven't moved out yet, it's probably because you still have work to do. And going back to the last card, befriend the word polarize. Duality, remembering that it's not personal. Good, bad, black, white, big, small. This spectrum, it's a spectrum. And sometimes we get so caught up in the extreme opposites, right? That we forget that sometimes there can be a middle ground. Sometimes there's a little bit of a meshing of things, and you know, if something is polarizing to us, if something is triggering us or making us super angry, just totally like not who we are, sitting with it and saying, okay, what is this teaching me? Why is this bothering me so much? And taking the power back. And again, I'm feeling like not taking it personal. It's okay if it didn't work out for you. It's okay if you don't like it. It's okay. So I think that is, I feel like at this point I'm just repeating the messages, but that is what I feel is most strongly coming up for the collective. Again, keeping our hearts open, not getting so caught up in the drama, in the extremes, in the fear, remembering that this is a time of cleansing. This is a time of letting go of our stories of who we thought we would be at this point, and staying open to the opportunities and the inspiration, because it's coming. It's coming. So at this time, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading, and I will catch you on the next one.